guys, jump into our notes here.
Which one is it?
It's going to be the one
The cleanup or the?
that's covering refrigerants, oils, and stuff.
Okay.
Let's see.
The couple lessons seem the same.
Yeah, pretty close. Refrigerant oils, chemistry management. They are. You're going to actually find that a lot of the stuff is the same damn thing.
Just different wording.
Different wording, different headings. What always amazes me is how often the stuff is identical except for the size. Because this slide here, you'll see it again on your EPA. So all of you but Nick will end up having to do the EPA portion of this.
Rip you guys. No, it's actually not that hard.
And no, it's not that bad. It scared you last year, though.
Yeah.
Alright, so, as of November of 1995, banner year 1995, right? You guys all know where you were in 1995?
I wasn't born yet.
I wasn't born either.
99 for me.
98.
You're not old, Dave.
I'm old.
You're just a.
Zach's not here yet.
Nope.
I'm old.
Nah, Dave,
Yeah,
you're
you.
good.
I need
2099.
I need James, yeah, I
Barely.
forgot that.
Barely.
Because my boys were born in 2000 and 2002.
They seem older though.
What's that?
They seem older.
And they're like tall.
Yeah, they're taller than him, but
Yeah.
She's doing good.
She's doing good. Alright, so
Everyone's doing
1995, November 1995, are all of your lives, it has been required to have a license or certification to work on refrigerant.
Of course.
Okay? Your entire lives. I, however, had a point in my life where I could just do what I want for free.
Lucky.
I bet that was nice, Dave.
It was. It was nice. And then Al Gore discovered the internet and all went to hell. No.
Probably.
Okay, so we have 4 types of certification. Hurts. At least I can bend it. Yesterday, I could only bend it to here. Saturday, it's about here. That was it. For my knees, getting better. Type 1. So type 1 is small appliances. Okay? Small appliance would be like a window air conditioner, or refrigerator, or freezer. Our Franken fridges over there are technically small appliances. Is that? Okay. So everybody in Mike's class would have to be certified in type 1 refrigerants for appliances. Okay, if you're working on an ice machine, that's a small appliance.
where were you in 1995?
At least he was alive.
Yeah. You weren't.
Type 2, well, a type 2 appliance is a high pressure appliance. So when you hear the terms high pressure, what do you think? When I say high pressure, what do you think? High pressure. Could be like Kylie coming up behind you with a baseball bat.
That's
Yeah, no, that's accurate.
That's fairly high pressure, right? No?
I'd say like the vapor side. Yeah, that's what makes me think of.
0.001 PSI is considered high pressure.
What?
Anything above atmospheric pressure or above 0 on your tire gauge or anything. So on our gauges, anything above 0 is considered high pressure. Okay?
So you be working on the flow pressure.
They actually have some systems that work in a vacuum, and those are considered low pressure. Okay? The other thing, type 2 is, high pressure wise, it's also a split system. So if I have to hook up a suction line and a liquid line to it, it's considered type 2, no longer type 1. So there are some ice machines or refrigerators that come in 2 pieces. The condenser is on the roof or outside, and the refrigerator's inside, or the ice machine is inside. That's a type 2 appliance. If you only have a type 1 certification, you can't work on it. You've got to have type 2. Okay? If you have a type 2 certification and that's it, you can't work on a refrigerator. Okay? Which means it's still high pressure, but it wasn't, nobody had to hook the lines together, and it's 5 pounds of refrigerant or less. So if you only have type 2, you can't work on appliances. If you only have type 1, you can't work on a split system or most residential systems. This thing here, because it holds, let's see here, it holds 31 ounces of refrigerant. Technically, to work on that type 1 certification. It's not type 2, but it's a comfort cooling. It's for AC in a hotel room. So if you show up to work on it and you only have type 2 certification, technically you can work on anything in it unless it has to do with the refrigerant. As soon as I have to deal with the refrigerant, I can't work on it. Right, Hiccups? Yes, sir.
So when we're done with this class, will we have all three?
Well, hopefully you will by the end of the semester. But it's a test that's a closed book test, and it's not an easy test per se. Now, we're going to study it real hard, so by the time we're done, hopefully you know it real well. But it's tough to say. So type 3, well, type 3 is going to be a low pressure system. Think of something that's running at below 0 atmospheric pressure. Okay? So commercial chillers, big water cooling systems, industrial chillers, well, they run below 0 for pressure. They may have a couple of 1,000 pounds of refrigerant in them, but on the low side, it doesn't get out of a vacuum. It's going to run in a vacuum. That's right, it is. Water? Okay. So, when a chiller or a low pressure system leaks, it doesn't leak refrigerant out, it leaks air in. Think submarine. Okay? It's a real bad thing to find water inside your submarine. Real bad thing to find air inside your chiller. Or water inside your chiller. Depends where the leak is. Okay? Believe it or not, things that run in a vacuum leak. They leak like sieves. It's tough to get them not to leak. But fortunately, the refrigerant doesn't leave, so all we've got to do is have a way to get rid of the non-condensable gases. We call that a purge valve we put on those to purge those out. The one you're after, though, is the last one there. That's a universal certification. The universal certification means you are type 1, type 2, and type 3. Companies that hire people, they're going to hire people with a universal certification over anybody that has the other ones, because they don't have to worry what job they send them on. Am I going to get this horrendously awful fine because I sent you on the wrong job? It's literally what could happen if the EPA catches you. So you want to be universally certified. Last year when we taught this class, everybody but 2 people got universally certified. One of the 2 didn't take the test, and the other one, she got type 1 and type 3, but not type 2.
Huh.
And that does happen. But we're going to cover all the material, and I'm going to give you a booklet for you to start reading through. It's easier to highlight what's not a test question normally in that booklet than what is a test question. So you want to memorize the whole booklet. Questions like those?
I highlighted mine last year and highlighted like everything except chicken.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. You will highlight darn near everything. Now here's the problem. They changed the test. So now we got to figure out what's a new test question.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, pretty much. It's all right. We're going to use Zach as a guinea pig. All right. right, so mechanical recovery. That's what we were doing over here. Mechanical recovery, right? We've done some recovery, haven't we? We're not gonna do it today, but tomorrow, we're gonna try to recover. And I should have 4 recovery machines here. We should have 4 134 tanks. We've got 2 recovery machines here. I'm gonna bring mine in from home. I'm gonna steal mine's. Okay? We're gonna try to get this other unit over here charged here a little bit. And all 4 of those Franken fridges should work. We've got to figure out what's the matter with the solenoid valve on one, but currently we have a workaround. We've attached a little magnet to it that pulls it up. So, the fastest way to recover refrigerant is liquid. 1 drop of liquid may equal 1 square foot of refrigerant vapor. It's easier to take 1 drop out than 1 foot, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I can get a lot more of them at a time. The slowest way to do it is vapor. Vapor takes longer. Nice thing is, if I recover all the vapor, I in no way, shape, or form are going to damage my high-dollar recovery machine. But it may take you a month, okay, to do it. Recovery cylinders are approved by the Department of Transportation, the DOT. And they have to comply with MoDOT and KDOT, Missouri Department of Transportation and the Kansas Department of Transportation. You may get a job where you drive a little farther, and you've got to comply with Oklahoma's department, Arkansas's, Nebraska's, Illinois. Every state in the union has a Department of Transportation. Here's the nice thing. For the most part, if I comply with the federal Department of Transportation, I should be okay. Bad thing is, states or cities, KCMO, they can make rules that are more stringent than the federal. So the most stringent ones you've got are local. After that, county. After that, state. And then finally, federal. Federal will be the loosest laws you'll run into. Okay? Nobody can make their laws less stringent than the federal laws, but they can make them more stringent. So in a lot of cases, they're going to go through and make them more stringent because, well, we do things better than the federal government, right? Things of competition. Sometimes they're going to do things just to get you a fine so they can collect the money. In a lot of cases, you're going to run into budgets built on fines. How many times you hear at the end of the month the police write more tickets?
Yeah, because
they got to meet a quota, they got to meet a budget. Yeah. Okay? There are certain cities around the area you don't speed through. Lansing, I don't speed through. No. When I come up K7, when I see that sign that says 50 miles an hour, I'm going 45. Yeah, they hate me. I don't care. I'm not speeding through there. And there's that one big bush. In the morning when I come through and it's dark, it always looks like a cop car at a distance. It's a bush. Okay?
yeah, I'm waiting for that. I
What's
know
that?
which one you're talking about, the bush.
Yeah, there'll be a cop sitting there.
Not one day, you're like, it's just a bush.
Yeah, I don't speed. Okay? Lone Jack in Missouri is another one. Lone Jack makes 82% of their entire city's operating budget on speeding tickets.
Jesus.
Yeah.
You're going 0.5.
If you are going over the speed limit, you have broken the law, haven't you?
They actually can pull you over for going one over.
One over.
I feel like
If you are going below the posted minimum,
I would
what's
lose
the
my
posted
mind.
I
minimum?
would too.
40 on the 70.
Luckily,
40
I
on a
know like
70.
most of the police officers in Leavenworth and
Right.
Lansing.
Most people should get a ticket, in my opinion. They're dangerous, but you will see that. Okay?
I would literally flip out.
Here's a question for you guys. You're all drivers, right?
Yeah.
More or less.
No.
Jacob, don't
Same.
answer that.
What is the speed limit in the city of Leavenworth?
30.
It's not posted.
30.
25.
It's 30, 35.
25.
What?
You drive
What?
into the city,
Shit.
once you cross city lines, you will see a sign that tells you the city speed limit unless posted.
I know
Crap.
that because I live out in the county.
I thought it
Yeah.
was 35.
And you don't know what it is sometimes, it could be.
Uh,
Okay? Cylinders have to be approved. The cylinders should not be filled more than 80% of their capacity. Okay? So there's some weight labels on there. Tearaway.